Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10, Meet the Queens!
So, in no particular order, except I think it's alphabetical.
Yes, in a very particular alphabetical order.
In alphabetical order, the first queen...
Well, let's back it up real quick.
Okay.
First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink, trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month of wine! Also, subscribe, like, thank you to our Patreon subscribers. We really appreciate it. You're getting this early. So let's get into it.
Okay, yes, so.
The themes, there were two themes. There was neon, which was like their Meet the Queen. I'm going to sit and talk to answer these 6 questions that they asked everyone. And then there was the Sasha Velour Facebook Live looks.
Concrete Jungle.
Yes.
Was the theme. I think it was a mistake that in the Meet the Queens videos, they gave them a theme, which was neon, because I want to see their individual style.
Right.
You know, I want to see what they can bring.
Which you still can see in terms of what they do with neon, but it's always going to be more...
I found more than in any other Meet the Queens, I was like, who, which one? They all are Blair together.
Yes. I noticed there was a lot of, I'm just like a drag chameleon.
I'm a chameleon, watch out.
Asia is a chameleon queen.
A chameleon queen.
There was a lot of, drag is everything to me.
Drag is my life.
Drag is everything to me.
Drag is everything to me.
Drag means the world to me.
Drag to me is everything.
I love drag because it's everything.
I mean, it's obvious that that was just because of the questions that they asked them, right? It was like, what does drag mean to you? Drag is everything to me. Like, okay, that's a dumb question. But
the questions were quite dumb.
Yeah.
So, first up, Aquaria. Who seemed forgettable.
Yes, I'm not sure that this is the dawning of her age. Bad joke. But
Someone already made that joke.
Oh, did they really?
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure somewhere, yes.
She's just in a fabulous caftan singing in Central Park. Yeah.
Now that I would have put down for.
Yes. Well, it was weird for her particularly. A lot of them seemed low energy to me. And this is completely based off these stupid videos, you know, or...
Because I will say, we said the same thing about Aja.
Exactly.
So, who knows?
Well, it's also, like, we were completely wrong about Trinity.
Sure.
So, could be completely subject to change. And this is just, like, a very first impression.
Absolutely.
But she was like, I'm just a really high energy, high maintenance queen.
Aquaria is a high energy, high fashion, high maintenance type of bitch.
I think that that's part of just the way that they produce these things, where it's like, describe who, you know, Aquaria is. And they're like, well, Aquaria is. And I'm like, why are we talking about ourselves in third person? You are in drag.
Yeah, I am Aquaria.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She wants to invoke sexiness. She wants to wear things that she's not supposed to. One of the most common misconceptions about Kalorie is the fact that she's stuck up because of my appearance. I come off very intimidating.
But you are the
Vixen.
It was the same problem last year.
Yes.
We said the same thing last year. So it's totally not their fault, but it is odd.
Yes.
Her, more than any of them, seemed like she was reading cue cards or something.
Sharon's taught me not to get caught drinking whiskey at 4 o'clock in the morning when you have a 10 a.m. call time. I have not followed that advice at all.
It seemed pre-written.
Sure.
Somehow, to me.
Maybe she watched the season 9 Meet the Queens and said, oh, they're going to ask me those questions.
Take notes.
Yep.
Oh, do you mind if I write these cue cards? Great. So then her concrete jungle look was the
New York skyline. I liked this. It was perfectly polished and, you know, whatever. It just wasn't screaming, yes, bitch, you get your life. It was just like, oh yeah, you're a good drag queen.
It made me think of get caught between the moon and New York City.
Yeah.
Like, it was, for some reason, I was having flashbacks. There was no moon on her dress, but for some reason
but it was like that moonlight, you know.
I was like,
the city after dark.
Oh, yeah.
So the next was Asia O'Hara. Lots of O'Haras. Well, 2.
Lots of O'Haras.
2.
And not O'Hare, which is Fifi, right?
Right. No, Fifi O'Hara. You always make that mistake.
Damn it. Nobody's named after the airport.
No.
It's all Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah.
Great. So she popped on and I immediately was like, yes, I love this. She looks like she's part of the Thundercats. It's like Chitara. And I was like, it was the first, she was the second one I watched, but I went, oh, cool. And it was one of the only ones where I was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah, different.
Oh, this is cool. And I was like, oh, I remember her. She seems fun and funny and arty.
So much of my drag is about what you can create as opposed to what you can acquire.
I was excited to see her looks.
Yeah.
And then we saw the Facebook Live look, and I was like, oh, no wonder you were my favorite. This is fucking amazing.
This I thought was fabulous and probably the most memorable of all of the...
Yep. I love this huge feathered headdress with this green and gold jumpsuit.
Yeah. She looked, for me, she looked like La Scala put into like an outfit.
She was giving me some like 1920s Josephine Baker. It was those big like curtain tassels.
That's what I'm saying. It was like she took the fucking theater, like the Opera La Scala, and it's just like there's curtain, tassel. But then she's also performing on stage. It's like the whole thing was just wrapped into an outfit, and I loved it. They had these weird slow-mos of them on the runway.
Oh, I liked it.
Okay.
For the most part.
But so then they like did a slow-mo of her makeup, and she was giving me some real Shape of Water, like...
Oh, yeah. Well, it went perfectly
green,
with the outfit. It was I loved this. I thought this was fantastic. So the next was Blair St. Clair.
Yeah.
She
the
was
young Broadway ingenue.
Little ingenue. Little 42nd Street, She was reminded, like Ruby Keeler, just like fresh and new on the scene. She was giving me like some Ivy Winters, like has a lot of skills, has a lot of reference points. Like the second she was like, I'm really into like Broadway, old Hollywood, vintage, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you got me, I'm a sucker.
Sure.
I'm very, very drawn to Anne Margaret, Barbara Streisand, Julie Andrews, anyone that's kind of made like a name, both fashion and theatricality.
There's something about her that's like kind of spunky and fun.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that she brings it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it could go either way for me. It might just be like, ooh, that was cute, and then she fizzles and founders.
Yeah.
Or she'll be like, look, bitch, whatever, I'm 21, but I can fucking hold my own.
And then her Facebook Live look was very vintage. It was like Grace Kelly driving to the countryside. The color was a little blah.
It was like some Stepford Wives and a Reese Witherspoon tossed in there.
Okay.
She turned and like hit a pose, and I was like, oh, it's Reese Witherspoon. Weird.
Like Reese Witherspoon in Cruel Intentions or something?
Not as young, oddly enough. Like I was more like Home Away Reese Witherspoon.
Home what now?
Home again.
I'm a sucker for vintage, so I'm intrigued.
I'm intrigued. We'll see, like I said, we'll see if she has the goods to back it up.
Yeah.
So the next is Dusty Ray Bottoms, who I'm not sure I'm a fan of, but we'll see.
I liked her name. It made me laugh.
Sure.
When I initially heard it before she explained it, I was like thinking of some sort of cowboy, like old-timey cowboy.
Like Dusty Ray Bottoms.
Gonna sing you a song out on the prairie.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, that's silly, but then it wasn't that at all.
No. She does the dotted eyebrows, but then didn't in the second look. I was confused by that.
But she had dots on her face.
Yes, we'll talk about the second look.
I liked her makeup. Her makeup was like interesting in this. I was like, oh, that's really cool. She was really giving me some Acid Betty.
Yes.
I feel like it's inevitable that she's just gonna get compared to her.
Absolutely.
Because it just looks like Acid Betty.
Yep.
And I kept being like, oh, is that Acid Betty? Did she sneak on? Oh no, it's Dusty Ray Bottoms.
Yeah.
Not Acid Betty. Okay, great.
It was
multiple times. Yeah. Like, oh, that's Betty again.
No.
It's not.
It's not All Stars 4. Not yet. That'll be in April? I don't know.
And then, so her Facebook Live look was very like, oh, Sandy joined the Scorpions, Sure.
It was definitely like Sandy, not Sandra Dee. But
it was like gothic Sandy. It was like Mad Max Sandy.
Sure. I thought this kind of looked like she was a zombie lion who just ate someone. The makeup was a lot. And the hair was a lot.
A greaser?
Sure. A zombie scorpion lion.
And were the dots on her face like a crater face reference?
Maybe. Or I thought the dots on her face were like the black blood of like the zombie splatter thing that, like,
Have you seen a zombie movie?
I don't. Well, what else is black? I don't know.
Have you seen a zombie movie?
Once or twice.
Which one?
Zombieland.
Shaun of the Dead doesn't count.
Shaun of the Dead. What was Zombie Girlfriend? My girlfriend is a zombie. My zombie ex-girlfriend.
Life After Beth?
I saw Life After Beth.
But that wasn't zombie. Was that zombie?
She was a she was a zombie.
I didn't care for that movie.
No, me either. No, what was...
Cold Bloods?
I didn't see that.
With not Kristen Stewart, Teresa Palmer.
Wow.
So anyway,
Yeah.
Next was Eureka O'Hara.
Who's back?
Another O'Hara.
Yeah.
She's got these seahorse earrings. They made me laugh.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
like, oh, that's cute.
I liked her neon look.
Yeah.
Better than the fly. I mean, I was excited when she...
Well, it wasn't really neon.
Not
It was
really,
like black,
I guess.
and then she had like a silver corset.
That's
thing.
true.
I didn't love the outfit, but I was like, oh, I love these stupid seahorse earrings.
Sure. For whatever it was, I was feeling it. I liked her attitude.
It's Eureka, she's back, honey, and looking fatter than ever. PHAT, pretty hot and tasty, baby.
I liked her, like...
She was
have
like,
confidence, I'm back.
I'm just gonna do me.
Yeah.
And she was like, and if I'm too loud, then I'm too loud. And I was
Yep.
like, oh, I hope that you learned a little bit from...
Right, we'll see.
Just a little...
I don't give a f*** if people think I'm too loud. I don't care if I'm too much, because this gave me my voice.
Hopefully it seems like will be some of the loud, fun, funny bits, and not the loud, I'm trying to constantly talk and get in there and
because that
prove
was all
myself.
insecurity.
Exactly.
So hopefully that the newfound confidence
Yeah.
will negate that. You're right. So yay.
That's my hope.
And then her Facebook Live look.
Oh my god. This, like, fly...
Fly, like, just fly stripper.
Sure. The only thing that really bothered me was the black triangle on the vajayjay.
It was just, a lot. Like,
Yeah.
Just make it like a panty.
Yeah. I get
For
the
me.
pasties, sure.
Yeah.
I also maybe like tassels would have been silly or something that was just, instead of just like a big black
you know,
circle.
Phalanges, what are those, those little like feelers that,
Oh,
that flies
sure.
have,
Yeah, like little those
like
weird
hairy
little...
nipples.
Yeah, oh god.
Maybe?
But
Not
like
mad
maybe,
about it?
or like the fly eyes where it's like geodesic.
But she had her eyes.
She did have the eyes.
No, I like the idea of a hairy nipple.
Yeah.
On this stripper fly.
Yep.
Never thought I'd say those words together, but I did.
I was gonna say she was kind of giving me some like patty cakes meets Ursula the Sea Witch like realness, and I was here for it.
Sure.
Did you see Patty Cakes?
Not yet.
You should.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I liked it though. It was good. Oh boy. So then I think I figured out who I think is going home first.
To be fair, we did say that about Trinity last
That
year.
is true. But somehow I don't think that Kalorie Karbdashian Williams is going to go very far in this competition.
That name is almost as bad as Dax! Exclamation point. It does not want to come out of my mouth.
Kalorie Karbdashian. I mean, obviously I am not the target audience with a Kardashian reference name.
Right.
So for me personally, strike one.
But realistically, being a big girl, I knew I was never going to fit in with the Kardashians, so I figured I'd be the wicked stepsister and become Kalorie Karbdashian.
She seems very insecure.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's ready. I think she needs to find herself. She needs to have, like, faith. And if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Can I get an amen? Like, it's that thing for me.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
And maybe she'll have that come to Jesus moment, like, come to Ru moment on the show, and that'll be great.
Right.
I was tired of people telling me that I wasn't good enough. This would be a great way to finally put that stamp of approval on myself and show the world what I have to offer.
No, I liked her neon look more than her Facebook Live look. It was sort of this like go-go 60s mod fringe, dress. And I thought it was like cute.
Yeah.
And then her Facebook Live look was like some Raquel Welch.
I was like, oh, India Farah's here.
It was a lot. It was like a lot.
Yeah.
It was like Tarzan's Jane. Yeah.
I said it was a
fantasy.
I said it was a bam bam no no.
I don't think we need to talk about it anymore. Nailed it.
Cool.
So then next was Kameron Mitchell.
I'm Cameron Michaels.
Oh, and that just made me think Cameron Stokes Mitchell, isn't he? Wait, am I combining a bunch of different Broadway people in my head?
Maybe.
Who did Hedwig? There's a Mitchell in there and
Cool.
a Cameron in there. But then there's also like a Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Also,
who's a Broadway guy.
What's weird is Modern Family is Cam and Mitchell.
I'm Cameron Michaels.
It's all coming together in my head, and anyway.
Yeah, so apparently Cameron Mitchell's a muscle queen?
I'm Cameron Michaels. I have muscles. Being a muscle queen, and then there's the muscle queen thing.
She said it like 2 or 3 times, like, and I'm a muscle queen, and people think I'm too masculine to be a drag queen, but I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I was like, oh, so like Milk better watch out, because we got like a bodybuilder, like...
Well, yeah, it doesn't have to be hilariously muscly, but I was
it's like Lee Dawson in drag, okay.
Oh boy, now he would be a muscle queen. She seemed to be branding herself as a muscle queen.
Yeah.
And yet she had covered it all up.
Yes.
And I was like, well, that seems weird. And then I thought, well, maybe later in the Facebook Live, no, she still had the same kind of shrug jacket covering it up. I mean, I think she's just like in shape. You know? I think that was, she was acting like she was beef. I don't know. I just thought it was confusing because she kept talking about it.
Because she kept talking about it. If she hadn't said anything, I just would have...
It was like fetish. And I was like, I mean, did that end up being a thing? It wasn't.
Fetishy.
I liked her wig. She had like a blood orange wig on.
It was really pretty.
That's cool. I like that. So that was my favorite part about it. I don't know. I didn't get a lot from this outfit.
It was kind of ombre. I think it like got darker red at the bottom, or vice versa.
The look I put together today kind of gives me like Lilu Dallas' Fifth Element meets Xenon Girl 21st Century.
What?
That was her reference point, and I was like, well, I guess because the orange hair. Yeah, I didn't get Xenon at all.
At all. So then Mayhem Miller.
She kept reminding me, I kept being like, oh, she looks like little baby Kennedy.
Yes. I wrote the same thing. I was like, oh, she looks like Kennedy Davenport.
A little baby Davenport.
Yeah.
She seems nice.
Mayhem is fun, fierce, and fantastic.
And then her Facebook Live look was... I was like, and then she was like, oh, I'm Cookie from Empire. And I was like, oh, I totally get it.
That was my same thing. I was like, oh, it's a sparkly brown bodysuit,
like
okay, with a fur thing.
The wig was nice.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I got a big read on her personality.
No. So we'll see. It's hard, but yeah, we'll see.
So then next was Miz Cracker.
Yeah. Who seems to be a little bit of a fan favorite.
I liked her original drag name better. She was like, oh,
Brianna Cracker.
Brianna Cracker. Brianna Cracker.
I love it.
It made me laugh, but Miz Cracker, I was less.
Also, she was like, it was so long, and I was like, why?
Just
Brianna.
That's Brianna Cracker. I think that's so much more fun.
I think that's so much more fun.
So much more like cheeky and silly.
Yeah, oh hi, I'm Brianna. Brianna Cracker. Yes.
Like it's
she
yes.
Should change it back.
She should change it back for sure.
It's Miz for short.
Right? Yeah, there you go. Sure. I really like the other one.
I do too.
I'm the smartest wit that has ever set foot on this motherfucking set. Look out, Bianca Del Rio. You should have finished high school.
She seems very confident.
Yes.
She's Bob's drag daughter.
Uh-huh.
She was like funny, but then was talking about how she's really funny a lot.
Yes.
And I was just like, well, we'll see. I mean, when you compare yourself to Bianca Del Rio and you say, better watch out, I'm the smartest wit.
You should have gone to high school.
You know,
those are fighting words.
That's, okay, well, you've just thrown it down. I'm glad you have confidence, but okay. You know, I was like, well. And now I expect a lot.
Exactly.
Now I'm like, well, you better be fucking funny then.
Exactly.
And she wasn't not, but I was just like, ooh, you just set a bar that, maybe you didn't necessarily have to do.
Someone described my style as Jewish Barbie on bath salts. I think that sums it up.
I love a fellow gefilte fish realness queen,
Sure. And then her Facebook Live look
was like some fembot latex realness.
It was giving me some like latex Katy Perry. Like, not the wig, obviously, but, like, couldn't you see Katy Perry wearing this?
Definitely.
Right? It fit really good.
It did. I thought it looked really good.
Tailored.
Her makeup, I almost want her to have, like, more highlighter or something. Or, like, I don't know. I just want more going on in the face. Maybe some, like, color.
Something. It was a little, normal.
Yeah, yes.
Which is fine.
She's like, oh, I just have, some mascara and a little chapstick. She's not Courtney Act, where I'm like, yes, bitch, you're wearing nothing.
Where it takes you a minute. And
you're like, oh.
I think you walked onto the wrong show.
Exactly.
Are you on America's Next Top Model? Oh, no.
So,
I mean, will there ever be anyone fishier? I don't think so.
Gia Gunn would have some words for you.
Okay. I mean, I love me some Gia.
I do too. I loved her pit stop with Alaska.
Did you see that tweet that someone was like, it was just the first, minute or two of that pit stop episode, and it was like, I'm imagining a straight person trying to decipher this.
Absolutely. Hey, yo, sis, how we both up in our red gigs today?
I'm ready.
For Phil.
5 Phil.
Are you ready to read for Phil?
I'm ready 5 Phil.
Okay, bitch.
So then next is Monét Exchange. I really like her. She seems
great.
Fun.
She seems really fun.
I like to laugh a lot. I like to talk a lot. And I want to be known as someone who is really fucking amazing and talented, but still doesn't take life too seriously.
She was just talking about how she just wants to be positive and not take everything so seriously. Just like be fun. And like she seemed fun.
Yes.
And I'm
fun.
Like, yay.
Yes.
I'm excited. She's got this blue hair
yep.
and these like Starfleet earrings on. I was like, I mean, I don't know if that's what you were going for, but I like it. And then
they were definitely like Starfleet.
it was like what's going on with somebody. And then I liked her. I actually remembered her neon look.
Oh, I love the neon look. Actually, I thought it was really great.
It was like bondage REI. You know?
Yeah,
like all those clips. And I was like, yeah, I like this. I just thought it looked really...
She looked really good.
She seems really confident, which I think
she seems
attractive.
She seems confident in who she is as a person.
Exactly.
Which is nice. There's a difference between...
ego and just like, I know who I am and I'm happy about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to do me and I'm really happy with who I am as a person in life and that's great. I like that.
Yeah.
And then her Facebook look was good. Yellow.
It was like canary yellow.
Yep.
Half rubber, half fabric.
Yep.
Like dynasty power suit.
Yeah. Like, don't fuck with me, fellas. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. Like, I was like, okay.
I don't know what it needed for it to be...
You're right.
Over the top. Oh my god!
Maybe even just like some black or something else in there. Or...
I couldn't decide. I really liked it, but because it was so all yellow.
Right.
Maybe it just sort of got muddied. Or I couldn't decide why I wasn't just like, yes! But I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. This is like giving me some like Missy Elliott, but like Madame. But like in the boardroom, I'm confused.
Missy Elliott.
Exactly. I'm like, okay.
I know, I really liked it. But maybe a fascinator, maybe that would have been stupid. I
don't know. Something, I feel like it could have just been jazzed up. I will say this.
Umbrella? I don't know. Something.
She's not Mary Poppins.
But like a latex yellow umbrella that then she like tosses aside. I don't know.
Speaking of tossing aside though, I did like in the dance weird thing at the end.
Oh, right.
I liked that
she had the quick change.
She had the reveal or
and
whatever.
Then it just looked like Chi-Chi's walk-in look.
Basically.
But that's cool.
Still look good.
So then next was Monique Hart.
Yeah, who also seems really fun.
She had those earrings that looked like those, remember those like perler beads that you'd iron into shapes?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, I made a heart. Oh, I made a butterfly.
Oh, I made this little rounded square. That was exactly what I thought. That is so weird.
I mean, obviously, that's what it looked like. But I was like, Like, I like it. Well,
you put them in a shape and then you'd iron it in the wax paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved making those.
Oh, so much fun. Well, she says I'm a look queen on a budget, so I wouldn't be surprised if
they
that's
were.
what they were and she made them.
And I love it.
So excited about it. And I liked her first, her original drag name better too. She was like, Cut a Bitch Heart or something like that.
Something like that.
I think it was
and then they were like, oh, we can't be calling you Cutta. And I was like, why not?
Yeah, I liked Cut a Bitch Heart better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's aggressive, but Monique...
Stab a Bitch Heart. It would have been Sasha's dress.
That's true. Monique Hart is a little, like, forgettable. The name.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, okay.
Okay.
You know, Cut a Bitch Heart. I'm going to remember that.
Exactly.
You know, like, that's fun.
And I like Cutta as a nickname.
Yeah, that's fun.
Cutta. Calcutta? No, just Cutta.
That's stupid.
Latrice Royale says this all the time, be your best authentic self, and that's all I can be.
And she quoted Latrice Royale, so I was immediately like, you're great. I love it. You win.
Yes, Latrice. And then her Facebook look, I liked a lot.
I thought it was the most glamorous. You know, like, oh, I'm on, like, she was the only one that was like, oh, I could go be on, like, a red carpet or whatever.
Definitely.
You know, like, obviously.
Slutty red carpet, but.
It was a bit slutty, but this beaded black top part with this big poof, satin black poof with, like, a peach skirt. I was like,
Yeah.
And then the wig was totally giving me some Ruby D.
For me, for some reason, it was kind of giving me, like, some Phyllis Neffler meets Liza.
It was fabulous.
I liked it.
It
was fabulous.
Well, and she was giving so much face.
Oh yeah, her face work
she was just
was like yes, and she was having
feeling
fun.
herself.
Yeah,
and I was into it. She seems really fun
yeah.
too.
So then next is Vanessa, Vanjie, Mateo.
Lots of 3 names.
I guess because there's a lot of drag daughters.
Right, the
thing.
dynasty.
Yeah, it's exciting.
She's Alexis Mateo's drag daughter. Yeah. She seems, I don't know yet. I did like that she's like, well, I got named Vanessa because I look like the human Ursula the Sea Witch at the end when she's like the pretty,
that's true,
dark lady or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, because I look like her, and I was like, but you do.
Yeah.
Whoa. I was like, I see it.
Yep.
And then she had like these stupid neon overalls, and I was like, yes. And then in the wide shot, it was a stupid skirt overall, and I was like, yes, this is silly.
Yep, it was really silly.
She was like
Vanjie, but Vanjie because Alexis apparently can't pronounce Vanjie,
Yeah.
and I love all of that.
All of it's silly.
It's very silly.
And she was basically like, I'm like a Miami stripper club girl.
And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Her Facebook Live look, this was a lot. She says later, she was like, oh, I was like a Puerto Rican float, you know? And it was like yeah. It's just this iridescent silver.
Which I really liked.
Which looked really expensive.
Yeah.
And then this huge fucking shrug that
yes.
I think she should have dropped.
If she had
if she was going to wear it at all, I was like, eh.
I don't mind that. I feel like if she had kind of walked down the runway and then dropped it halfway down the shoulders.
Yeah.
Like give you a little shrug.
Drag it behind her.
And then drag it behind her.
Yeah.
Just been like, what bitch, look at me in the suit. Yes.
Because it was like this heavy cape and
Yeah.
then this long heavy wig.
Yeah.
And it just sort of swallowed her. But then in the like weird runway walk-off thing at the end, when she finally took it off, you like saw her body and everything.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, this looks great. So then next is the Vixen. I really wish her name was just Vixen. Maybe that's harder to Google. Although the Vixen can't be that easy to Google.
You know, it's funny to me, like you really have to think about that these days.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Googling Raven is like...
Oh, yeah. It's true.
It's hard.
You go to tag it, even like Alaska is tough. I mean, like she has Thunderfuck or 5,000 and stuff you can add, but like...
So maybe that's why everyone has like 400 names.
There you go.
Narrowing it down in the Google search. But yeah, I don't know if I'm obsessed with people having the...
Sure.
In their names. I don't know. It's just somehow how you have to awkwardly be like, oh, I'm the Vixen. It's weird. So, I'm Vixen. Oh, I like it.
The Vixen is a superhero of the universe.
She had like a leopard cat suit and blue hair.
Yeah.
I was underwhelmed with the look.
She seems more confident in herself than I am. In her.
Oh, got it. I thought you meant in yourself. And
No.
I was like, that seems like a weird distinction.
No. Like, it's like, oh, we're at different levels about our thoughts on you. And I mean, maybe we'll get...
that's how we felt about Aja.
Yeah.
You know.
That's definitely...
But she would agree that she was overconfident.
Yes.
And then now she has grown and become a much better queen. Love it. So we'll see. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. Now, her Facebook look, I thought was much stronger.
I liked her Facebook look. She really looked like Dax!
Sure.
With the blue hair and the whole, I mean, like, just the head.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
I didn't like the hat.
The hat was a bit crafty.
Sure.
You know, it looked like, the Japanese rising sun flag. This looked like, oh, I'm going to Cuba on vacation in the 50s. Like, It was very like, oh, yes, let's go run on the beach. But then she had, like, these thigh-high red stripper boots.
Yeah.
I would have worn, like, some Hirachi sandals and just, like, really sold the fantasy. You know what I mean? Just been like, yes, I'm, like, in Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, and guess what? Let's dance. Something. I don't know.
And then change the visor hat to, like a big old floppy hat or something. Like,
yeah, like, now you will have the hat. Just, like, this big brimmed. It would have been good.
I am here to tell you that hats are back.
So then last is Yua Hamasaki.
I like her.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if she's going to be one-dimensional.
Yes.
There was a lot of, like, the same jokes and stuff. I don't know. I did love, she's got these stupid, like, glittering bow sunglasses.
Yes.
Those made me laugh. And just, like, big shoulders. Like, I feel like she'll have a lot of good looks.
I hope so, although I don't know because her Facebook
They were
look...
both the same. It was, like, a little bodysuit with shoulders.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that like the Facebook look, apparently her mom sewed for her.
Right.
You know, and like that, it was cool. The look was, it was just kind of underwhelming for me. It wasn't like a wow statement, but it wasn't bad.
Right. It was very Katana Mortal Kombat.
Sure.
You know, like.
Well, right. That was, I mean.
It was like, okay. These videos always are a little weird and
It's a little tough to really gauge. It's like nice, how do you do, but it's to really sit here and judge them. It's
so such a minute little piece of them, and like you never know. So
and such a forced, weird. You know, what does drag mean to you? You know,
what's season 10 going to be like in one word?
Yeah. Okay.
Fierce. You know, it's like.
So we'll be starting season 10 before we even freaking know it. Get excited.
Try not to sound too bitter. It's just a lot in a row.
It's just a lot, you guys. I need a vacation. It's fine. It's great. We're excited.
I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Please make sure to subscribe so that you get our season 10 reviews right when it starts. Make sure to support us on Patreon. $5 or more gets you early access. We will try and get them out as soon as we can. And, I don't know, stay fabulous.
Another fabulous question from this Facebook group.
Oh my god, this beautiful April.
Oh my god, we got this fabulous questions.
Next up, we have the fabulous. Next up, we have the gorgeous. Next up, we have the stunning, the fabulous, the gorgeous, the stunning, the gorgeous, the fabulous, the gorgeous, the fabulous. Next up...